I just hit the bowl once, and I legitimately had trouble getting back to this this screen to broadcast. Goodness gracious. Okay.
Yeah,
Collect.
I just crushed out a big bong hit.
Oh, go ahead and start the old audition.
Audacity.
I got audition.
Oh, is that it? Is that a different program?
Yeah, it's oh shit. Hope that doesn't start fucking up. Yeah, it's what I had used in school and in a couple radio stations, and I freaking got spoiled to it. It's super easy to edit and cut, throw things around. Hold on, let me make sure this sounds okay. I haven't tested it in this session. Okay.
Yeah, I've done a lot of musical production stuff with like FL Studio, and I've used Ableton, and like I've used Audacity for quite a few things too.
Nice.
What up? What up?
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, and we got Skylar.
Hey guys.
What's up?
Do I sound any better? I took the foamy thing off. Or does it sound the same? Whoops.
I think maybe.
Yeah, I think you sound pretty good.
Oh, I
Hell
gotta
yeah.
clear it. Death.
Also, can you hear my fan going at all?
No, and I can hear my girlfriend upstairs in the shower, and hoping that you guys hear it.
Nope.
Go on.
Hey, what's she wearing? Oh, wait.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh fuck. There we
Whoa.
go.
So did you win your playoffs game, Sean?
We did. Only game one, but they did. They won 1-0. So pretty good.
Yeah.
It's so heart wrenching. I mean, because I grew up a Kings fan, and I
Oh, is
love
that
the
who they're
Kings.
facing?
Yeah. So it's like of all the teams that the Knights could play, of course they fucking play the Kings.
You're a man divided.
I really am. And my buddy, I have a buddy at work who's a big Kings fan with me, and he calls me a traitor every day, and it's will not stop. But like I told him, like, because my oldest, Jack, he's a big Golden Knights fan. And I tried my hardest to get him to be a Kings fan. And I told my buddy, I'm like, look, do you remember when the Kings won the Stanley Cup? Like, was that not the best feeling in the world? Yeah. I was like, if Jack can feel that for the Golden Knights, then I'll root for him all fucking day. Like,
Hell yeah, that's right.
I just want that for him. So
Fuck yeah.
he's like, yeah, all right, good point.
Fuck yeah. That's me with the Vikings. I just want my dad to see them win the Super Bowl one goddamn time.
Right? I even want the Vikings to win the goddamn Super Bowl.
Jesus. I mean, I love the Vikings too. It's like a blank family tradition.
Sure.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
I'm a Cowboys
I want that
fan,
man
so
to
I'm
see it.
just
Ugh.
saying.
I have to hate you
I'm
for what
sorry.
happened before I was born.
Oh, what was it? What did we do?
They beat us a few times to get to the Super Bowl.
Oh
And
yeah,
then
we did that for a
we
while.
traded half our team for one of your guys' running back. And we didn't even like really play him, I guess.
Oh, geez.
And helped you guys get all those Super Bowls in the fucking 90s.
Yeah, I'm not real deep into it. You know.
I only know the Vikings hurt.
Football.
Okay, so I just hit record on this thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
make sure you've got a good waveform.
Yeah, so you should see some like shit going across the screen that's only kind of really showing when you talk.
Yep. same
Okay.
here.
Yeah.
So it's like a little lie detector test when I'm lying. It's like,
And you might have to change, like, I had to change like the input for the microphone and the speakers. Like, you got to change it to your mic, not your like laptop or computer speakers.
oh shit.
Yeah.
This shit's just gonna be like blank audio.
you might get that.
I guess it would be blank audio with a capital.
Oh, that's clever.
Hey, that is funny.
I mean, it's moving when I talk, so I don't see why. And like the little green thingy up top is moving
Yeah, should be good.
when I talk. Okay.
In technical terms.
Yeah, you
In
should.
technical terms, now it's red because I said something loud.
Yeah, make sure you're not clipping. Yeah, kind of
So I
ride
should
those
step away.
levels.
Okay. So talk smoothly.
Yeah, we all sound pretty good.
All
It-
night.
That's one thing I do like about Audition is it shows me a live a nice big huge length of the screen bar that's like, you fucker, you better be quiet. Just stop it. Bring it down.
yeah, see, that's nice.
Oh shit. I was just gonna just be very honest. That one hit got me very, very, very
I think I'm the only one who's stone cold sober because I gotta wait until the kids fucking go to sleep.
Boo.
Fuck all you.
That's such responsible.
But I'll
Yeah,
be
but-
here.
Yeah, but you put us all into financial ruin with like, what you're paying for those vape pens.
That's true.
shit.
That's true.
Yeah, what's your summer home like?
Yeah.
I know, right? Anywhere away from here when it's a fucking 120.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It doesn't get that hot in Georgia, but we get like 100% humidity.
Yeah, that's the word. I'd rather have the dry heat because
Oh, yeah.
I can sweat that out.
Yeah,
Humidity, you're just fucking
Sucks.
drowning.
it's like wearing a sweater.
Yeah.
All
Ooh.
right.
All right.
Guess we
Well,
are
whenever we're ready,
Yeah, Sean, you're doing the honors this week, right?
I will be. Yep.
Wait, hold on 1 second. I was fucking with this thing. Sorry.
Oh.
I was listening
Well,
back.
Fucking with his thing.
Damn, you're supposed to wait until after they introduce you to start saying that kind of stuff.
No, I'm messing with this Audacity thing.
I'm
I was
looking
making
forward
sure.
to
Now I got it.
Skylar's kind of gay moment of the week.
Oh shit. Hold on. Do. Cancel. Come on, just let me back out real fast. All right, it is loaded. Okay. Let me just hit this record button. All right. Sorry, guys.
It's cool, man.
All right. Everything recording. Everyone's got their Audacity.
Yep.
Mhm.
Everything else good. All right. Okay. I had something in mind. I had to.
Oh, one thing before you do your thing.
Yes.
On the count of 3, everybody clap. I'm gonna try and see if I can match that peak. I can sync the audio. a little bit
Oh.
easier. So it's gonna be like a 1, 2, 3 clap kind of thing.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3. All right, we can get that.
Oh, wait, one clap?
there's a bunch of them. No, just. I'm
This
sure
is why
one
I
of
didn't
those will
whisper
work.
to
That'll be worth a try.
That was my bad again.
That was a puzzle.
When someone says clap, I do it more than once. I fucking clap multiple times.
All right. Welcome everyone to this week's post WrestleMania edition of the Shoot Show. Introducing first Ryan Clare.
Hello.
Weirdest.
Hello.
It's staying though.
We'll keep it.
Let's go on over to Double T Tyler Toops.
I am all those things and more.
Oh,
Whoa.
myself, Sean Rosenthal, and last but not least, Skylar Blank. Skylar, what do you got for us today?
Hey guys, so WWE did it again. They gave us what we wanted.
What do we
Oh,
want?
man.
Not
Still-
AJ versus Daniel Bryan.
Oh.
No.
No,
Not Carmella finally cashing in that money. In
Absolutely
The bank.
not.
no, I didn't think so.
We have another Jinder Mahal Randy Orton feud.
No. Okay.
Man. I put lay down some towels.
Yeah, that's what
Oh.
Terrible.
man.
Does that mean we had to sit through another Punjabi prison match?
Maybe.
Ugh. It never ends.
Well,
It's for the U.S. title, so it'll probably be like a flag on a pole match or something.
oh, probably. Well, welcome everyone. We have a lot to unpack. We have 15 hours of WWE television to unpack.
It felt like it.
I was hungover. I was hungover from it.
Yeah.
I wanted more.
No, I needed. And that's
Literally.
the thing. That's the thing. After all of that, after the whole weekend, then you're like morally obligated to watch Raw.
Oh, no question.
Yeah.
And then you've got to, well, of course, SmackDown the next day.
Yep.
And then, well, shit, we got to check in on NXT after that incredible takeover. Let's see. And then you're just back. And it's beautiful and great, but also it hurts. It hurts because I haven't seen my family. I haven't seen anybody.
You emerge from a dark
have
room.
A job.
Oh.
And we still have the greatest Royal Rumble on top of it. Like
Oh my
we're getting
God.
bombarded with
Jesus.
WrestleMania.
That's going to be even longer.
Yeah.
That's like the WrestleMania that was supposed to be.
Yes.
I don't know. It's given us
So
everything
true.
that we want.
It's
There's been big news with that though, man, and it's a little
Big
too close to my
news.
heart.
Big news. I think we should start off with that.
God. Okay. So yeah, the Undertaker Rusev. I don't even care about the Royal Rumble anymore. I'm just all about. I was excited to see Rusev in a big match because he deserves it after what I feel like was the biggest letdown of WrestleMania. But we'll get to that. But so he's announced to have a casket match of all things with the freaking Undertaker, and today we get the bittersweet news that the freaking Ayatollah of the Rock and Rolla is taking his place, which is fine. But what the fuck?
Yeah, bittersweet's a good word.
Yeah, it's hard to complain. Like I'm glad he's back, and I'm glad they're not just wasting him in the Rumble. But what the fuck? Like Rusev, come on! Like,
Jeez, man.
Well,
Just
apparently
realizing my voice is wavering like an old Southern belle. Let her husband off at war. I'm thinking about
apparently his "Bury Me Softly" taker tweet did not go over too well, and there might be something to that.
Could that really freaking be it?
I
Just
think
that
so.
tweet?
WWE is certainly not above punishing people publicly.
But come on, you could look at it both ways. Like he had no confidence, and he knew the Undertaker was gonna put him in a casket and bury him alive. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it could be seen as spoiling the match in a way, or talking about the finish is. I mean, that was kind of what could be perceived as a finish. I don't know. I was hoping for a Rusev win. I was already brainstorming. I was at work. My mind was racing. Are you kidding me? I
Yeah.
had that match finished 3 or 4 times by the time I found out about this.
But at the same time, you never know how much of it is a work. So I always kind of I never commit to an opinion too hard when it could just be a big work.
That's true.
Like
But you
Rusev,
don't
they could open the coffin and Rusev could be in there or some shit for all we know.
Yeah.
We don't joke
Yeah,
about rape. We don't joke about pedophilia. And we don't joke about Rusev not getting a cool match at
That's
some
right. That's right,
pay-per-view in Saudi Arabia.
That's right.
I gotta think they're just gonna waste him on the Rumble now. If he even goes, like,
Yeah, because Jericho was supposed to be in the Rumble.
Yeah.
yeah, or maybe they want him to win. Maybe they switch that around. Maybe
Yeah.
wishful thinking.
I
There's
think they're
no
gonna
way
do
that
the
won't be a
same
mess.
thing.
Yeah.
Like I
That's
don't
right.
even know if they've had time to plan out like 50-person. That's a mess. I mean, even
Yeah.
if they give them 1 minute in between, that's still like at least an hour that match is guaranteed to go.
That ring is going to be so crowded.
Yeah.
And
Kofi
I don't know if
Kingston
you
in it? He
guys.
better be
'Cause I think all of New Day is in it.
good.
Did you guys hear the big news today? That I don't know how many spoilers you guys read, but there was another name that was supposedly signed for the Rumble.
Oh, who's that?
All right, I'll spoil this one. Rey Mysterio.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're pulling all the strings for this thing.
For this like Saudi kids, like this Sheik's teenagers badass
Yeah,
birthday party.
yeah.
That's what I'm hoping
Apparently
that
he's
it
running
is.
creative now.
The greatest birthday party ever.
It's fucking
Yeah.
Nicholas. Nicholas,
Oh
he's
my god, don't even.
he's just got perfectly coiffed hair. It was
We
all
will
a
get to
disguise.
that.
I thought if they were gonna get someone from Stranger Things to be in a tag match, they should have got 11.
Oh my god.
I said that. I said he looked like a sleeping Finn Wolfhard. That's what
He
I said
did.
that night.
Yeah.
He had no face. I don't. I
No.
didn't. People commented on his face. I didn't. I
Yeah.
didn't think he had much face.
Like he had like mitten slap cheeks.
Oh, I didn't care for
Oh,
him
yeah.
at all.
I didn't care for
think-
him at all.
I think,
Wait, was it the fact that he was a kid, or just the fact that he was a rosy-cheeked,
yes.
long-haired
It's the
kid?
fact that he was Braun
Hey,
Strowman's
nothing against
partner,
long hair.
and he
Yeah.
wasn't pulling his weight. That's
No,
what I
that's
think. I
true.
think he should have took a move. They should have done a spot with him.
Yeah, he took a
Cesaro
hot-
and
No.
Evan
I would have
Roode.
loved that.
He took a hot tag. Yeah, he took a hot
He
tag.
could have spun him.
with it.
Yeah, man, it could have been cute.
Yeah.
You're already
Yeah.
doing a dog and pony show. You're already Chuck E. Cheese in this shit, man. Let's-
Avalanche Blue Thunder
that
Bomb
kid
on
by the
Nicholas. I think one of the things that WrestleMania pointed out to me was that I have no fucking idea what I'm talking about when it comes to filling out a
Right.
scorecard.
We thought we were smarks.
Hot shit.
Oh,
We
yeah.
thought we
This
were.
is definitely gonna happen. 4 for 4, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
push your
I
glasses.
was so confident. I don't want
Yeah.
anybody to go and listen to how confident and pompous I was about Rusev walking away with the U.S. Championship. I said,
Yeah.
and I it was a dark time for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was a little soured from then on.
I
Yeah.
almost had a feeling that it was gonna go that way just because the way that I don't know, there was something about it that just led me to think that they were gonna just roll over Rusev again.
Yeah, things
Yeah.
Things started to just kind of not look great for all my picks, and I could pinpoint the moment of the match each time. I'm just like, oh, well, I was mistaken.
Yeah. Asuka, she's in the figure 8. What's going on?
Oh, I did not see that coming at all.
Not at
Really
all.
did not. But the thing I was gonna say is if you gotta losing to Charlotte at WrestleMania isn't that's the best place you could do it.
Yeah, no.
Absolutely.
I was totally I thought the streak was gonna keep going, and then I saw the match, and mid-match I was like, holy shit, Charlotte is going to win, because it was like a battle. Like I don't
Yeah.
know.
It was a great match.
Oh, yeah.
man.
Man, really good.
Yeah, I thought
Should have been the main event.
it
Right?
right. God, we'll all cry together. But
Well, shoot, guys.
I haven't been
Do we
that
want to go
blown
to
away.
NXT?
Well,
Do you
let's
wanna go-
let's
Oh
let's
yeah, man,
yeah.
we need to go. Yeah.
Going a little
Like,
weekend order
yeah.
here.
I mean,
and-
NXT, how fucking great was that show? I was literally that ladder match. I was out of my seat 10, 15 times, just screaming, flipping out. I mean, it was so good, just spot after spot. It was so
I
good.
legitimately thought at one point throughout the match that at least every person in the match had died.
So did Morrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think E3 was the unsung hero of that match. He took
So many
a lot
fucking
of
bumps.
fucking bumps.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, that side,
was-
that Death
he was
Valley
great.
driver that Cole gave him onto the ladder just looked
God.
gnarly.
Yeah.
I said multiple times, EC3 is dead.
Yeah.
EC3.
Legitimately, like, no, he's gone. Goodbye.
I loved when he tried to do the EC3 baby, and then Adam Cole was
Yes.
like, "Oh no, you don't," and then he super kicked everybody, and then he did Adam Cole to just the biggest pop ever.
I don't know. I feel like, spots after spots, Ricochet was just like showing who he was.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
My God, that shooting star press off the top rope to the outside. I've never seen that. I
Yeah,
don't watch a lot of this.
almost
like-
at the start of the match too,
Yeah.
Yes.
and then
I didn't see a spot like that coming. And I don't know. I know there are a lot of like more high flyers these days, but Jesus, that was one of those moves that you see and it just like, it's like, oh God, like it tensed me up. I don't know.
yeah, then he did the moonsault off the 5th rung of the ladder to the outside.
It was unreal.
Absurd. Everybody got to shine in their own way, and considering the size difference from Ricochet to Killian and people, everybody got to look good in their own way.
Yeah, I was worried about how the big men would do, but they were fucking great too. I mean,
Yeah, I read that Shawn Michaels and Michael Hayes laid out that match.
Heck yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. Fucking, it was perfect. It was great.
Shawn Michaels knows a fucking ladder match.
Yeah.
You guys forgot to mention Velveteen Dream.
Oh man.
Another
I
unsung
thought for
hero.
sure he was gonna win.
That rolling Death Valley, is it a Death Valley driver? The rolling thing he did on the ladder.
Yeah. Oh.
That was fantastic.
It just
I don't
hurt
know.
everybody.
I don't know how these guys are able to just, I mean, not just keep their balance, but just keep their feet on these rungs of ladders. I get on a ladder like 4 steps in, and I'm starting to just kind of feel it, just kind of be like, oh, okay, this is, I wouldn't mind somebody holding the other side. But these guys are just like springing up these things and throwing their body weight around. Just that alone just like tells me, it's like, yeah, you weren't ever going to be a wrestler. Like you weren't, it was never in you to do. Oh God.
Just spectators.
I kind of want to take a bump on a ladder.
No thanks. Pass. Hard pass.
I mean, just every the ladder match was great. I mean, none of us picked Adam Cole, but it was great to see him win. I mean, I would have been happy to see anybody at the end of that match.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's what I said to my girlfriend that night, that it was everyone in the match deserved to win. Like I wouldn't have been like I was a newcomer to most of these guys, just kind of being new to NXT, but like I loved everyone. Killian Dane was so fun to watch.
Yeah.
So I think next match, what was that? The women's match. I mean, hard to follow that 6-man match, but I mean it was okay.
I think it did what it was supposed to do. It put Shayna over in a great way, and it left Ember a way to go to the main roster.
Yep. You
said it was just okay. That was like my favorite match, other than the ladder match. Like
really,
I loved it. That's crazy. I haven't seen Shayna Baszler really in action.
Oh, okay.
She's so scary.
Well,
She's
the way
intense.
The way she was able to like interweave that very MMA looking style, and Ember Moon was able to answer with a very, flourishing pro wrestling kind of look, like with the like she sort of complemented that MMA style in a way that was cool to see. And I don't know, it flowed well in WWE. I've noticed some of the women wrestlers have these odd stutters. Like it's hard to pinpoint. It sounds a little bit sexist, but I've only noticed it with the women. There's just this kind of it didn't flow like I saw last night or that night on NXT.
Understandable. That makes sense. I saw Shayna live when they had when it was the tournament finals against Kairi Sane, and I like that match more. I thought she was fantastic there, and I thought this one was just a little underwhelming.
Yeah. I kind of expected a little bit more. I don't know. It's hard to put my finger on it. It was still really great though. I mean, there weren't bad matches.
That spot with the dislocating the arm.
Oh shit! I forgot about that.
I think it was cool. Like
I've never seen
that particular move before.
Yeah, that's actually Shayna's move. She's done it to Ember a couple of times. She did it to Ember at the last takeover, and that was actually so it's cool to see her reverse it.
Yeah, the announcers touched on that, and that was pretty cool. And I mean, it was just a little hokey, the setting it back in place, but it was neat. It's something I don't see the women competitors in WWE doing. Like I don't see that, like, just to the point of setting your own arm in the ring. I haven't seen that kind of badassery. It's right now they've got these fantastic competitors doing stories about, talking about each other behind each other's back or calling each other fat. And meanwhile, Shayna Baszler is looking like an animal.
True.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Triple H. That's what happens when you let Triple H run the show.
Yep.
Damn you, Vince. Randy Orton, Jinder Mahal, goddamn you, Vince.
So we have the tag team match. That was fantastic. Maybe
was
not
amazing.
The match itself,
man.
but that ending though. Oh boy.
Again, none of us got that one right either.
Nope.
Who would have imagined old Roddy Strong would, turn on poor Pete Dunne?
No one, but I fucking loved it.
It was great.
So
Yeah.
good.
I was definitely not expecting it.
Yeah,
After
and
it happened, it made sense though. It needed a tag team partner.
Oh, for sure. And they teased it before, and then just kind of let it go. And I thought that was great that they brought it back. And I feel like they were kind of losing direction on him, so I'm glad he's found somewhere. I just know they're gonna have to change all their shirts. I mean, the logo was CFO for all the initials of all the guys in the group, and now kind of fuck that up.
And it looks like Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne and Trent Seven are probably going to try to kind of feud with them, which would be really cool too, like UK crossover stuff.
Yep.
Because the UK guys are really amazing, and it's unfortunate that they don't get anywhere near as much airtime over here as they deserve.
Yeah, they I think they just announced they're doing another tournament though, so that'll be fun.
That's really good. Yeah, that's really, really good. Yeah, so that match was good, and then that's as well paved the way for AOP to go out.
Yep, exactly.
And then the main event. I mean, come on, how great was the main event?
Well, main event or title match too. There were two other. There's title match.
Oh yeah, and then
Gargano, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I forgot about Gargano. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, my bad.
Well,
so much
title match. Our boy Hail Satan, Aleister Black.
Yes,
Hail Satan.
Yes, praise him.
I am so happy that they were not afraid to put a title on a tattooed Satan worshiping metalhead. Like,
badass.
I think that speaks volumes as to like how far that's come. I never would have thought 10 years ago that a dude like me, tattooed metalhead, would just be able to win a major title in WWE. I think it's fantastic. What's that?
What are your thoughts on Satan?
Oh, I love Satan. Hail Satan.
Okay, Aleister Black is badass, but he also has he has an Instagram for his two little cats, which is hilarious.
Even better.
He's likable
in
now.
Character? Like it's just his home life. Is this?
Yeah.
Like
Aleister Black has one.
Yeah, it's just two kittens being kittens.
He's just this very sinister figure, but if you look closely in his right cargo pocket, he's just the cutest little kitten you ever did see.
Yes, well, I mean, not to go too far off, but I mean, Samoa Joe has like an Instagram page or something for a dog that he role plays as.
Fuck.
Okay.
Yes, I love Samoa Joe even more now.
The dog's name is like Whiskey Danger.
Oh my god! Of course it is.
You remember the old NBC spot? The more you know, the ding, ding.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Aleister Black match was really, really good. I like the way that they incorporated Zelina Vega and found a way to make it, to have him still find a way to power through.
I was getting
she had some pretty good moves on her.
She was legitimately pissing me off during the match, which she was supposed to do.
That final spot where she tried to crossbody and Almas caught her, and then he caught the Black Mass. I mean, that's just so well done and so well thought out.
Oh yeah, my favorite part of the match was when Black kicked out the last kick out he had, and you could see in the front row Shane McMahon like turning around and like marking out like that. I thought that was great. Like even Shane fucking McMahon could be marking out and surprised by Aleister Black. Like how fucking cool.
Yeah,
and I love that Shane was sitting there though. That was awesome.
Yeah,
and he always has his kids with him, which is cool because he's got the next generation coming up.
Yep.
Right.
Oh my god, they're never going away.
No.
Yeah, that's like
come on. His Vince's grandpa used to run shit too.
Yeah,
that was boxing and shit.
Well, now the main event: Gargano, Ciampa. My God.
Old Tommy Ciampa.
Oh yes,
old Tommy Chain Chomper.
I mean, that's exactly how you tell a story.
Like, yeah, you could take a list of how to make a match and go down and check every fucking box for that match because it was all there.
Yeah,
Yeah, and for since I haven't really been watching NXT, that little package that they had that just set the scene, and my God, that was perfect. I felt like I had been there all along, so
Yeah.
I was able to at least appreciate the emotion. And damn,
Oh.
Johnny Gargano, just fun to watch.
Oh yeah, and Ciampa too. Even his entrance, just the no music,
No music.
Oh, man,
walking
it's
out
such a
to
great
just
look.
this- ugh.
Staring people down and
I
shit.
love the beard
Yeah.
too, man.
Yeah, he's fantastic. He plays that role so well.
He took a crutch shot right to the head that I was really wondering if it broke his eye socket.
Yeah,
Oh, is that what made it? Oh, is that what swelled his eye up?
It makes me well that's what swelled it up. I don't know if it was broken or not, but
Okay.
yeah, he took a shot. Usually, I mean, even with chairs and stuff, they go to the body nowadays. Seeing somebody take a shot to the head is pretty rare.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Right.
it was he laid it in.
The best spot for me was the uncovered power bomb onto the cement. That
Yes.
that fucking thud just like I still get chills from that spot. Like that was just god damn.
Followed up by a "You deserved it" chant from
Yeah.
the crowd. And savage crowd.
Yeah, just the phenomenal match. I mean,
Yeah.
I really didn't know how they were going to top the ladder match, and then the championship matches. And then they did it. You know,
Yeah. I mean, the ending of the match where he's gonna hit him with the crutch, and Ciampa he's faltering and he's wavering and he's cowering in fear, and Gargano sits down next to him, which is such a great callback to their old school DIY moment. I mean, it's
perfect.
It's
That's
it really
exactly
is.
how you.
It's
Yeah.
one of those things where I was sitting there going, "There's no fucking way that WrestleMania is even going to touch this."
Yep.
And
I'll be
I
damned.
don't mean to shit on. We talked about how WrestleMania is about spectacle, but NXT, it just reinforces how quality of an event they can put on. Period.
Why? Why did we all just get so silent and quiet?
Done.
I think because we were all just thinking about how great that was.
It's fucking true.
Yeah, we were all finishing.
True.
Yeah, we all just came, so now we're good.
Yeah, okay,
All right.
now we can go on to WrestleMania, guys.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
go right to the battle royals, and we can all palate cleanse.
Yeah. All right, battle royals.
I didn't even see the women's one. I was getting pizza.
I didn't see the men's one. I was showering, so
Neither one of them were really anything. I mean,
Yeah.
it introduced.
I got Matt Hardy right. I picked it.
Well,
Yeah,
the
good job. Yeah, good for you.
Bray
Woo!
Wyatt's return, man. That was
Yeah, it
worth the
introduced that.
entire
That's
Rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm so happy to see them together.
yeah.
It's gonna be so
I
much fun.
love.
They're going to
love
be the
that
tag team
dynamic.
champions.
I
They're
think that's a
definitely-
really funny dynamic.
Well, they're on a expedition, so they
Yes,
have
expedition for gold.
to-
And then the women's one, I mean, everything was going the way I expected it to, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, and also Naomi's still in the match.
yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
what? Because shitty camera work didn't even show her the fact that she didn't actually go. I mean, she went out, but I guess she didn't go over the top rope. I didn't see it because I mean I was watching it, but I didn't see it. But
Yeah.
Here's Naomi for no reason.
Yeah. Woohoo.
I have no idea why.
What else? Oh yeah, pre-show. Mustafa.
Cruiserweight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cedric. Yeah.
Yep.
It was a decent
Cedric.
match.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a pretty good match. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was one of the few that I got right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Paul with
You and me,
Lumbar
Ryan. We got that one.
I thought for sure with Mustafa's ring gear when he came out,
Oh,
I thought
yeah.
for sure it was like, oh yeah, he's winning. Look at that. They wouldn't give him all that shit for nothing.
Exactly.
Yep. That was a good match. Definitely. I was happy to see the either one of them win. And then on to the main show.
Main show. So first
Main
first
show.
kickoff was the triple threat. I thought this was gonna be match of the night. Wasn't,
No.
but I mean, I'm still happy with the outcome.
Yeah, Seth looked great.
He's been just on a fucking tear. The past 2 months, he's been on such a tear.
The White Walker gear that he came out in from Game of Thrones was pretty cool. I thought that, yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
was
wasn't
trying.
expecting that though, with the whole. He's usually like I didn't get it at first. I was like, "What the hell?" He's usually fiery. He's wears his fire pants, and then I look. Yeah, okay. He's a Game of Thrones fan with the whole Kingslayer name and everything.
The Miz came out with a costume, and I don't know if he looked like a unlockable character from Dynasty Warriors. Like, I don't know what his gear. It was really weird looking. He wore it again on Monday.
I was gonna say, was it the same stuff he wore on Monday? 'Cause that was
Yeah,
weird.
like big weird glasses and like a big. I don't know.
They're
it's-
like New Year's glasses. Is what they
Yeah,
are,
it's
right?
really
Yes.
strange looking. I don't know. I was wondering if it was like a reference to something I didn't get, but I think
I think Charlotte did that. Wore the same gear, and it doesn't look as cool without the bright yellow light that she had on WrestleMania at WrestleMania on WrestleMania. Fine.
But yeah, still a good match. I'd picked the Miz because I didn't realize that he had already hit his record for Intercontinental Champ, and it's like shit. Yeah, since he did that, there's no reason for him to keep the belt.
True.
Yeah, and there were a lot of cool moves. The let's see, was it Miz had the Finn Balor in the figure 4, and Seth Rollins comes out of nowhere with like a frog splash, and it just there was so much happening all at once. Like you'd get so distracted by. I mean, it's 3 of, in my opinion, one of the best on Raw.
Definitely.
The reason I watch, at least, and you get distracted by 2 and forget about somebody like Seth Rollins going to pull out a picture perfect frog splash out of nowhere, and you're just going to be screaming in your living room.
But one of the things that was like, who's the good guy and bad guy in that? Because I guess like the Miz is supposed to be a heel, but like they keep painting him being like, oh, he's a brand new father and he's this and that and stuff, and it's like,
Not buying it.
I don't know, it's just weird. Like they're trying to paint, like they're trying to make them all faces in that match.
Yeah, Finn and Seth are like friends, I guess. I don't know. They're
Yeah,
just
they have like a weird, odd relationship now. It's they're
You know,
buddy, but they're
just-
They alright.
yeah,
They respect each other.
yeah, sure.
But
Raw
yeah,
needs
good
tag
match.
teams.
What was up next?
God, I think can't even remember. Was that Charlotte and Asuka? Was that?
Yeah, I should have brought my
Uh,
scorecard with me. Well, actually, that wasn't even in order.
Hold on. I just thought I should have brought up WrestleMania results.
Oh yeah. Oops. All right. We'll edit this out.
Was Shane and Daniel Bryan second?
No, that was a little later. 'Cause I
Yeah,
remember
that was
being
later.
super ready for that.
Yeah, we're crushing this.
Yeah, I can't remember.
we can remember after like Jesus.
Jesus,
Yeah.
we watched so
entire
much
work
wrestling.
week
guys.
of
So many
wrestling.
matches.
We can just hit them as we please. Charlotte Flair and Asuka.
Yeah,
That was a solid match. I think one of the highlights of the night. I
Really-
wasn't like the moment that Asuka tapped, I was okay with it. It's like it's like dreading something and thinking you're gonna really hate it, then it happens and you're like, oh, okay. I mean, it's not so bad.
yeah. It caught me off guard, so I was kind of just like, "Wham, okay." Like,
Yeah,
And
this-
they're keeping that figure 8 strong. I mean, Natalia tapped to it like instantly, the SmackDown before WrestleMania, and then as soon Asuka fought it so hard, fought off that figure 8, even getting close, and then it finally locks in, and it's not long, and there was no reversal. The classic rollover on the belly and but there was none of that.
Yeah.
As soon as it got in, she was tapping. That was the end of the streak. I thought
Yep.
that was I was thinking until SmackDown that was going to be a pretty strong reign for Charlotte, but that that's
Yeah.
not what happened.
Yeah.
on SmackDown.
to be
And-
continued.
yeah, right. That was the right order though. That was next. After that was the Fatal 4-Way.
Ah,
That fucking shit show.
I like there was a quote from Jim Cornette where he was talking about. He said, "Nobody gets over in a 4-way in wrestling or sex."
Oh,
It's true. I mean, there's not much to say about them. I think we've all
Yeah.
talked about our heartbreak
Yeah.
for that fucking match.
So,
And for it to, I mean, jumping ahead, for it to devolve down to Jinder and Randy again, like
Jesus.
they had a chance to redeem themselves, and then nope, just more Jinder and Randy.
Yeah,
Because that's what we want, guys. That is what we want.
they
Yeah,
should have had this feud for this belt to begin with instead of having a fucking world title feud.
yeah, that's what it should have been.
Because
doubt.
you never go with the one that the crowd is just feverishly chanting their name,
Yeah, yeah.
even when you're not in the ring.
That's
You know,
stupid.
You don't
Why
you
would
don't.
do that?
That's not the one that's going to win the U.S. Championship at WrestleMania. No, give Jinder Mahal the WrestleMania win. That's fine. I'm not bitter.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Maybe
fine.
it's Mahal.
I haven't scared It was fucking Mahal. Those were the words ringing in my head.
It's Mahal.
That's what I've got written down here. Just no Rusev Day. ...
Do you
Yeah.
think it's Mahal?
It's about my only critique of the match.
Yeah.
Rusev Day is
Disappointing.
canceled.
Yeah. Next.
Next, I think this was probably my favorite match. The mixed tag team, Triple H and
Oh.
Stephanie versus Kurt and Ronda.
I'm gonna say it was a
love it.
highlight of the night, man.
It's pretty okay.
Anyone who doubted her could suck it.
She had and for somebody it was her debut match, I would say probably best debut ever.
Yeah, for not having been in a ring, debuting at WrestleMania, and the match went 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Was it that long? Wow.
yeah, it was the longest one of the night.
Oh, God.
Damn.
Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah, when she got Triple H in the armbar or whatever, and then she kind of it was perfect. I mean, another like that was like an NXT quality match.
yeah, and for them to get her to go for 20 minutes, or at least remember what she was supposed to do, and everything, it was great. She didn't do a stupid smile to the camera. She didn't do anything wrong. It was all good.
I like how Stephanie screams like Vince McMahon.
Oh yeah.
Ronda!
Well, my biggest gripe of it was that Stephanie looked so proficient against Ronda
definitely.
Rousey.
Yeah, that's the only
Yeah.
thing is
It
they made
took
it look
me-
like
took me
Stephanie
out of
could
it.
hang.
Yeah,
Well, weren't they trying to do that? Weren't they trying to like pump Stephanie up?
they
Yeah.
did, but they did it like at the last minute. They treated that storyline like a kid who forgot about the science fair and he walks in with vinegar and baking soda.
Stephanie's gonna win the Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
Right.
God. It's
I
just like,
believe
yeah,
it.
here's what we worked on. This is what we had. Okay, well, you had a year to work on this, basically. Like
True.
you could have done anything, and this is what you do. Like maybe you'd believe Stephanie if there was more than 2 weeks of her in a gym, doing butterflies, looking semi tough.
Yeah,
Like she was doing the rope thing.
The
that they
montage
always
was
do. They're
great.
always flinging that huge ass rope. It was like, oh well, they're doing real training if they're flinging that rope.
Yeah, that's
got
how
a
you know
mon-
it's real. If you're
Yeah.
flinging the rope, you're whew.
Yeah,
Get
she had a fucking montage. Clearly, a lot of stuff got done.
Montage.
Yeah, exactly. I think it was funny that definitely how she came out in a sling after on Monday.
Wait, my only complaint about that match is why do they keep putting Kurt Angle in matches and then he does nothing really?
Because he
He
can't.
I just then quit putting him in matches.
The Rock was busy.
If you can go look at the WrestleMania poster and with all the people on it and try to find him, it's like where's Waldo? He's like an inch tall up in the very top corner.
Oh, Kurt.
But yeah, it was a great match. A great plan and like a well laid out match.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
like the aggression that Ronda's finally showing. Like that should have been what it should have been, like an angry bulldog when that switch flipped.
Yeah.
And we finally saw it.
You think she means it when she says she's glad she lost because she loves it here so much now?
I think so. Whenever I see that stupid smile on her face, I mean, don't get me wrong, she can smile, she's enjoying it. But whenever she comes
Yeah.
out and she's like just goofing it to the crowd, like you can tell that she's soaking it in.
Well, yeah,
that's true.
imagine the pressure of being in UFC and being undefeated like she was, and all the pressure to win, and then going over to WWE, and they're like, "Okay, well, you're going to win the next few matches." Whew,
Right.
That's a load off.
And
Right?
everyone's like, Ronda, Ronda.
And
True.
she's like, "You guys."
Oh god.
Stop it.
Stop.
Yeah, that
Swoon.
shucks thing. That I think that should have been, how she came out. If you're gonna have her as a face, have her come out, oh shucks, oh my gosh, this is too much. I can't even talk on the microphone. I'm too emotional. And then as soon as she's shown any sort of aggression or any kind of wrongdoing, just like boom, like a light switch, she is an animal. That would
Yeah.
have been cool. But she was still all shucksing and all this
Some-
hugging and
Yeah.
Sounds like Bailey in NXT.
Right.
Like Festus, when you ring a bell, she just goes crazy.
Biscuits and gravy.
Biscuits and gravy.
Well, next match was the SmackDown Tag Champ match. I'd like to say new shirt, new champs.
Yeah, you called it.
There it is.
Definitely.
Yep.
It was a pretty safe bet, though.
Yeah. I mean, the way they were building them,
Not to downplay our celebration.
right? I mean, I'm glad they won. Luke Harper's mask was fucking amazing.
Yeah, designed by Tom Savini.
Yep.
Nice.
Who's this Tom Savini?
Famous makeup artist Tom Savini.
Oh God, I was like,
Horror
treated me
effects.
like Smalls on Sandlot when he didn't know the Great Bambino. Jesus, everybody quiet.
We all went silent for a
What?
second.
Tom
What?
acclaimed makeup special.
You don't know Tom Savini? He's very nice at the makeup.
I'm sure he's good at what he does.
Oh yeah.
Good,
It was
well,
great.
good job
It
to
was
him.
Whew.
Yeah. That match. I mean, just a smash fest.
Yeah.
Exactly what I expected it to be.
Yep. No surprises.
Nope.
But
I'm happy
maybe the
with
biggest surprise next was the Undertaker. Actually returning.
How funny was them swerving
Cool.
with Elias coming out?
That was great.
one of
Yeah.
That
the
was
greatest
great. That
things
was great.
I've
I was
ever
hoping
seen.
that was the end of it. Like, all right.
Yes, me too.
I was hoping they was gonna send John Cena home. Just a
Yes.
song from Elias. Yeah, that strum was perfect. It was just a part of me wanted it all along. The only thing about the John Cena Undertaker thing that I absolutely hated is that it had to overlap the whole little ending exit that
Charlotte.
Charlotte had. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was still having a moment. Both of them were, and we got to have some referee making
This
that
ref.
long jog down the ramp, and tell John Cena that I think I saw the Undertaker.
Yeah, I think that ref had a background in drama and theater. But yeah, I think
then John Cena, like, they don't have anybody in the crowd that could have, with a walkie-talkie that could have said, Mr. Cena, I think maybe they need to see you backstage. He had to hop the barricade and run down the ramp.
Yeah, he was like,
Yeah.
he should have told somebody in the back, "Look, Undertaker might show up. Just call me."
Yeah, he's got a cell phone on him. Like, jeez.
Text me.
You know him. He likes to sprint everywhere.
That's true. This is true.
Yeah, that's true.
The match itself, I mean, it was
I think it-
basically a squash, a Cena
think-
squash.
I think
Which
it was
was
like
crazy.
2 minutes and 45 seconds. I think it,
It was crazy short.
and I don't think Cena did any offense whatsoever. I
Nope.
think he
But
got
I
him
think
up.
he hit
for-
Taker like once. I think he did one bump.
I think he might have hit him once, and then I think he got him up for an AA. But
Yeah,
he
it was to
didn't
put
get it.
him down for that 5-knuckle shuffle, and then Undertaker did his sit-up.
Yep.
And then and John Cena was so spooked that he lost his feet against the rope. Like,
I thought that
oh
was
God,
great.
what is what it made me think of was this very specific reference. There's a video of a old man who apparently one of his, big wishes was to score one more touchdown in a football game. So, they suit him up in the pads and he's just ridiculous looking. It looks like Goofy, like in football pads. He's just a lanky and weird proportion. And he goes running down the field, and these football players are like tripping over themselves and like kind of sort of blocking, and they're all just falling around him. And that's what it kind of seemed like watching this match. It was just like, John Cena, I've seen you do some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And this just seems weird. I don't know. People loved it, and I love to see the Undertaker, but I have to be honest when I say was watching it and felt kind of odd.
Yeah,
It was
exactly.
very
I did
odd.
too.
Yeah.
I didn't-
Underwhelming.
Yeah, well, it was what it kind of had to be, which was just
Yeah.
short and to the point. But to be honest, Undertaker looked great. He looked way better this year than he did last year.
Yeah,
True.
he did. Yeah.
I mean, when he hit the old school, I was marking out for sure.
Yeah.
When was the last time he's been able to actually do a front flip when he's doing that clothesline?
Oof.
I can't even remember.
2005, probably.
I don't know. I mean, Undertaker looked good, but he doesn't look great for 53.
Oh yeah,
Like,
well, I mean, yeah, he's been
I mean, of
wrestling
course,
forever.
Yeah, that's some, city miles, like some post office vehicle city miles, but
Yeah, I think that was like his 100th pay-per-view match.
Damn.
wow. I mean, but Sting is, let's see how old. I want to say he's like 59. We checked it the other day.
Sting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's older
Sting's
than
59?
Damn.
older than the Undertaker.
Fucking A.
For some reason,
People
that just
still say
blew
something
my
about
mind.
them
He
facing
is
each other.
59 years old.
Yeah, but Sting had like 2 years where he didn't do anything but just sit up in the rafters.
Yeah.
Hey,
Taker
he had a
just
vulture.
disappears all the time too, though. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
He's a
that's
big
true.
ass bird.
He's on the Brock schedule.
He would disappear and come back on a bike, and then he'd get buried and come back as a dead man.
Which I was disappointed we didn't have the bike.
Yeah, me too.
I
Yeah,
was
we
so
all wanted bike.
pissed.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It was just built to like whatever. Walk out. Here he is. Let's do it. It's done. Like it kind of just felt like a package deal that, if it wasn't going to be anything, it didn't really need to happen. Which is what I'd said from the start.
Yep.
I think maybe what they were thinking of was that he didn't really at the WWE or the Raw 25th anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
He had that, the show at the Manhattan Center.
Yep.
They
Yeah.
were in that Undertaker doesn't work well in that. The Undertaker that we know, at least, that he needs an entrance. He needs a huge stage. He needs lights. He needs
Yeah, he got flustered by the small crowd.
ambiance,
Yeah.
and it was the most uncomfortable I've ever seen Undertaker. Like he looked like he was not happy, but he needed that big showcase entrance and a big WrestleMania moment. I think that's maybe it would have shied him away from the Biker Taker because that's cool, but it's not the spectacle, and you can't do that purple lightning.
Yeah.
No, true.
What the one last thing I'll say about it is I think we can all confirm that he had a fucking weave in.
Dude,
Did
yes,
that not
I
bother
was
anybody?
wondering that. Yes.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah,
Like, why do the Hulk Hogan? Like, come on.
Yeah.
Just
yeah,
get-
definitely.
If you're Kane and you're wearing it on the mask and it's holding it down, great, good. But for him to just like have that sewn into his dome, like come on.
Honestly.
It was so weird, and I like how we've talked about the match longer than it actually was.
Yeah, like 5 times longer than it actually was.
Well,
Oh, that's a
moving
great
on to a
point.
much better match, the return of Daniel fucking Bryan,
Oh,
Shane
man.
McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I thought it was great. I thought it was everything it needed to be. It was a very touching moment to see him finally back in his wrestling gear.
I was literally every time when Daniel got in the ring finally, I was literally clenching my jaw the whole time, trying not to fucking have tears stream down my face. I was so happy.
No, who's like crying? That's
I don't see why they had to do the injury spot on him at the start of the match. I think that seems
Yeah.
weird. It's
That
like
was
they've
my
already
least favorite part of it.
Yeah, they've already it's like it's been 2 fucking years. We know it's got to just like let the dude get in the ring. Like it should have been Shane.
Let's do this.
It
Yes.
should have been Shane
was a-
that got injured.
yeah. It was a metaphor for his whole fucking push before that.
Fair enough.
One last obstacle to get into the ring.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I just would have liked to have
Oh,
seen him get
gross!
straight
I hate that.
You're
Ew.
in. Real stars.
It was nice to see Shane didn't jump off of a pancake on the turnbuckle, so that was fine.
We did get the top turnbuckle.
Yeah, got a coast to coast. Yeah, that was nice. I mean,
Dude, Daniel hit some stuff I didn't expect though, like that Hurricane Rana off the top rope.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, that was so cool. He went for it, man, and
Yeah.
that flying knee still looks cool as shit.
Yep.
Yeah. I hope the Miz stops doing it now, though. No, I kind of like that he does it still.
I
Yeah.
want see that. I know we may touch on some superstar shakeup later, but Miz and Daniel Bryan.
That has to
They
happen.
have to make that happen. They have to do that.
God, I want to see it so bad.
It's funny, like Byron Saxton was saying, like, "Oh, Daniel Bryan's been watching the Miz. He's doing the Miz kicks."
Shut
The
up,
what?
Byron.
Oh no, I would fight you, Byron. I will literally fight you.
I would
We can
buy a
add
shirt
that
that says
event
"Shut
to
up,
the
Byron."
Royal Rumble.
Let's see what was now. Oh, Naya and Alexa. That was next
That
up.
happened.
Yep, that was a thing.
I thought it was funny when Nia had Mickey James by the hair and was slamming her against the barricade.
Oh, that was brutal.
That was pretty brutal. Yeah, that was the best part.
Yeah.
It's just not believable. Just looking at it, you see this tiny little thing, and you see a powerful thing, and that it just doesn't work. And for a while there, she was attacking the knees, and it was kind of believable. But then I was just thinking, I was like, I did that kind of thing to my brother growing up. Like,
Right.
you get him on the ground, and you can kind of work with that. But then he grabs you by the ankle, and you're done.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
that
only
would be the
messing with you.
same thing. Like, there's only so much that Alexa Bliss hasn't shown herself to be some super intimidating fighter. She's kind of like an opportunist, and she has her moments. So
Yeah, like a
it
good
just-
heel, she cheats.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sort of like the Miz. Like, I don't make that comparison. That's very broad, but yeah, very much relies on heel tactics and not so much just dazzling combat.
Right.
Yeah, well, and things went the way that they should have.
Yeah, exactly. No,
Oh, yeah.
not a surprise.
You need payoff.
Yeah. Well, on to the dream match. AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
Woo!
I was so tired by the time that match came. I was like
Yeah, this
passing
one-
out.
This one just maybe it was because I was tired, but it didn't. It was good, but it wasn't great.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I feel like the match just ended like abruptly. Like I felt like the build up was going pretty nicely, and then
Yeah.
AJ Styles won. And wait, what? It was very odd. I figured that there would be a couple more kickouts, build up a lot more suspense, and it just kind of ended.
How many
Yeah,
Styles clashes were there?
Just one.
Just the one. Yeah.
Yeah, just the one.
I
So
enjoyed
That's fine.
the SmackDown match more than I enjoyed the rest of that WrestleMania match.
I don't know. The WrestleMania match, yeah, I think I liked the result that we got.
I like the heel
because I
turn.
want that heel
Yeah.
turn, and he is
They-
such a natural, perfect heel. I love
Yes.
it.
Right?
That
God.
sly little wink that he did.
Oh
It-
God,
It-
it's so good. The low blow itself. It reminded me of the way Ric Flair used to low blow. He went full bicep.
Right?
I mean, his arm
Did.
was halfway up your back.
Yeah, he was
And-
yeah,
and it
slapping
looked
you
like
on the
it-
spine.
Yeah, I thought that was amazing. That was the best thing they could have done, and they fucking did it. And
Yep.
and heel
It's already
Shinny is going to be
going
great.
well.
And
Yeah.
those
That was-
vibrations out the ring on WrestleMania.
and that was the last thing to be enjoyed.
Yeah, and then we all
Yeah. So
all wept.
after that that dream match,
Fuck.
let's see. The Bar versus Braun Strowman and Nicholas.
Fuck.
If any of you watch Nick Swartzen, that's
Yeah.
him. But
Strongest boy in the
Nicholas.
world.
You can live this milk.
Nicholas.
Yeah, I wish that
You should
Nicholas
fight
would have been as
crime.
good as Nick Swartzen.
I mean,
Hey, he's gonna be here
Actually-
in Oklahoma soon.
Oh,
Nick
shit.
Swartzen in a WWE ring would be great, and I welcome that.
it just
That would be great.
He's
like that
considered-
match. It was just wasted opportunity. Like I just felt like I get the idea that they're trying to say that Braun is strong, but like, do you really want to make that point at the cost of like two really good dudes and like the whole tag team division?
Absolutely, and he
I mean,
had
right.
solid matches with both.
Yeah, Cesaro is amazing.
Cesaro's was great.
Absolutely, he is an amazing dude. He's so underrated. He could be world champ easy.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, Sheamus is a multiple-time world champion. Like the idea that they, I would have just this whole thing was a mess. I don't even fucking know. I mean,
So was it the fact that that the bar didn't win, or the fact that it was Nicholas?
It's definitely the fact that it was Nicholas.
Yeah, Nicholas.
If it would have been, I mean, even if it would have been Braun and like just any other superstar, it would have been at least they could have had a match. It turned what could have been into a match into like a punchline.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't like how he squashed him instantly.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like, it just.
No, I don't think Nicholas has been attacked enough.
Yeah.
That kid brought nothing to the table.
Yeah.
He's stood
true.
there.
He's
He had no faces.
Yeah, he's not pulling his weight. He's little shit. He's little rosy cheeked, small faced bitch.
He could've done something.
No.
I thought he
Whoa!
was going to piss himself at one point. He was like shaking the ring ropes. I thought he was going to pass out and fall on the mat. Like,
I think he's juicing.
yeah, they're not testing him.
Yeah, is
Yeah.
Nicholas on the wellness policy at WWE? Like, I want to know. These are the questions. Like, I wonder if this guy. We need to comb that guy that said he had evidence of Roman Reigns doping. We need to see
Yeah.
if Nicholas pops up in any of those emails.
And it just, I mean,
Like a
so now
Neopets or
every
Neopets email address. What are the kids
Hmm.
like these days? Fidget
Penguin
spinners?
Club.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. I was like, you guys have kids. What do they like?
I just think that like now that kid's name is going to be on all these different like record lists for WrestleMania and shit. And like, it just, if you want to do that shit on Monday Night Raw, whatever.
Yeah.
Or like
exactly.
if they would have done it as like the second match of the night, I would have
Pre-show.
had less of a problem with it. But when they save it until all the way at the end, I mean, the second to last match, then I'm thinking like, okay, it's going to be some serious shit. And I was really expecting that he was going to turn the corner and motherfucking Samoa Joe was going to be sat there with his arms crossed,
yeah,
just
that's what I was
staring him
thinking.
down. And I was
Yeah.
so mad that it wasn't that, like, it didn't really matter at that point, it's bullshit.
So
This
I,
kid has a WrestleMania win. He has a Wikipedia page.
Yeah,
He
he's
doesn't
a
have,
fucking
like,
champion. Now he's the youngest champion ever, blah, blah, blah. Fucking youngest.
He's gonna grow up and he's gonna be in WWE and we're gonna hate him. Oh, we'll be there to boo him.
He's gonna be in the Hall of Fame someday, just guys.
Yeah, no, he'll be a ref like his dad.
yeah.
Ooh.
So I know you guys are childrenless,
Yeah.
but from my side, I personally I hated it. I was fucking pissed. I was like, this is awful. But I was watching it with Jack, my 5.5-year-old, and he loved it. He wouldn't shut the fuck up about Nicholas.
Jack,
He-
you're a mark.
He is.
It's
He's a
coming out of
terrible
your
mark.
chick, you fucking mark.
But he loved it. And
I imagine that's a big
Yeah.
part of what they were doing. They can incorporate,
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm sure it was
It's-
it was a brilliant move. Like they're gonna sell so many more Braun Strowman shirts. The kids are gonna
Oh,
freaking
yeah.
love it.
come to WWE live events, kids. You might be the next goddamn fucking world champion.
exactly. And like that's like how cool is like if that one thing can like inspire Jack to think he can go fucking wrestle, if that was the one thing that's gonna do it, more power to him. So like I
but
can't
That's so
but
true.
that's
Dang
a
it.
good
Damn, you
point.
have to
I
have that
know.
side.
I know.
Put it on Raw.
Ah,
Why
there's
you gotta
some
make
kinda
us feel
chemical that you
things?
get when you have a
Yeah.
baby.
That's my only point is do it on Raw.
I get that. But like even
Nicholas
then, like this is
He's
your
not an immortal.
biggest- the
Not if I can help it.
showcase of the Nicholases.
Yeah.
So like I get like from that side, like I can't hate it because of how much Jack adored it and how his eyes lit up and just like it was such a cool thing just for him to see
Yeah.
another kid up there, you know.
I'm sure every little kid marked the fuck out for that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
And then-
If I put myself in that position, I would have been. I was like, that could have been me.
Yeah,
I would have
exactly.
been pissed that it
Except
wasn't.
my dad's not
Yeah.
a referee,
Enjoyed
and
it.
Yeah.
even so, we don't have hundreds and hundreds of dollars to go to WrestleMania. But
If I was that
fine.
age, I'd have been like, "Oh, that chick looks cute."
Yeah.
Wow, you were an active kid, man. That kid was like 4th grade.
I
And
did.
Yeah.
I-
Yeah.
Ryan
I
acted like he had
definitely-
to pay for a ticket.
I definitely thought it was a little girl until he said Nicholas.
Yeah, right when he said Nicholas,
I
we were
did
like,
too.
"Oh,
No,
oh,
he said-
oh,
That's a
oh."
weird name, little That's a weird
boy.
name for a girl.
or young man. I think he said, "What's your name, young man?"
Yeah.
And
He's like-
I was like, "Whoa! I hope that was a plant, and he knows for sure that's a boy, because that would be
God,
That would be
be
bad. Yeah.
devastating to a little girl."
since it seems like they're making Braun possibly like the top face, at least that's what they're working for. You guys ready to hate him in like
He's
3 to 4 years?
he's been good.
get ready, get ahead of that train.
Let's hate him now.
The only other thing I have to say about it, and I'll shut the fuck up about Nicholas after this, is I know a lot of guys in the group, Matthew, were very upset.
He's
And
a salty motherfucker.
yeah, seriously, and I'm sure a lot of
Love
other,
Matthew if you listen. Fuck it.
I'm sure a lot of other people were upset too. But this is a business where
Yeah, I was
where
annoyed.
Joey-
I wasn't pissed.
Yeah, but like, and some people are. They're like, "Oh, it's worse than David Arquette and blah blah
It's-
blah." Like
It was
this
the
is a
time
business.
slot, like Tyler says, where they put
True.
it is what really made me mad.
Dude, if
That's
I-
about it.
If I had to reel myself in every time I wanted to punch a 9-year-old, I'd never get anything done.
Oh yeah,
This was
Exactly.
just one
Oh,
of
yeah.
many.
Yeah,
I'd be swinging
in it-
windmills.
Yeah, in wrestling where you can have Joey Ryan fucking flip 6 people with his cock.
I don't like
Like,
that shit either.
come on.
So true.
Like, a kid for one day can have and then relinquish the titles and have a cool moment. Like, if you're gonna let people flip with dicks, then this is fine.
Oh, fine.
Yeah,
That's true.
Somebody
I mean,
call
I
Cor-
really didn't. The time slot was really. I was like, oh come on, because
Yeah.
I was like asleep and I woke up to Braun going around the crowd and I was like, oh, here it goes, it's time. And then I was
It's
like,
showtime, baby.
what?
I had a buddy over and I was so tired and I was just about to be like, all right, dude, just get the fuck out. Like,
yeah.
okay.
Oh.
I feel like we're missing one last match. Though.
I
Kick him
think
out
there
like,
was.
who was that?
Ooh.
In
that
Sling
old
Blade
main
White Belt?
event.
Get out of my house.
What was that last match?
It's Bork. Did I say that right? Bork.
Bork Lisnord.
Yeah.
Well, so there it was main event. I mean, I already talked to you guys about this. I fucking hated the match, the first, however many minutes until Roman got busted open. I felt like that was like the Stone Cold moment where, Stone Cold was bleeding and wouldn't tap out. Like, I felt like that was it. Like, Roman had finally been bloodied and he's this crazy fucking, Samoan dude who's going to beat the shit out of Lesnar finally. I was sold. Like, you finally did it. And for them to go and have him get pinned after that, fuck it all. Like,
Yeah, that's the whole thing. They've been building up. They've been feeding people. They fed Braun to Brock. They fed Samoa Joe to Brock, and they've been building up this concept that like only Roman can beat him, and then he didn't.
yeah, like I was down. Like, I was okay with. I
At
accepted
that
it.
point, I was ready.
Yeah, and then they fucking didn't. Like,
That's why he didn't win, you jerks.
Yeah, we talked about it too.
Everybody made it too obvious.
you're
We
right.
should have been like, yes, hail Brock Lesnar. He is our
True.
king.
true.
and-
Yeah,
we would've-
exactly.
We would have gotten freaking Roman, who at least shows up to work, and he can lose it soon, maybe.
I heard
Yep.
they want to put him over and put Roman over in Saudi Arabia, where less people will boo him.
Which makes
Oh my
sense.
goodness.
Yeah.
They just think, look at that huge American.
Like Americans hate him, so we're okay with him.
Yeah, they're like, we bought
Father,
this.
how much is that huge American? Surely
Yeah, one of the
I'll
kings
get
will
$1
buy
billion,
him there, I'm
right?
sure.
No
I was
concept of money.
But with Roman getting busted open, I knew that's what they're kind of trying to do. Is like with the Stone Cold thing. So I was
Yeah.
like, nope, still fuck you.
I
Fuck you.
liked it. I thought it was badass. He was pouring fucking blood.
He
Brock-
I
was.
think that
Yeah,
was a
Brock did the
blade
same
or a
thing
I felt nothing though.
Brock did the same thing to Randy Orton a couple
That's
years
what I was
ago.
thinking,
True.
but that looked like a little hard way.
Yeah,
This
Brock
was
definitely
hard way,
busted
too.
him open the hard way. 100%. Brock hit
When
him.
he
I
took
don't,
the
why
glove
do
off.
they keep agreeing to letting him do that? Like Roman and Randy, I'd be like, no, fuck
Randy's
yourself.
looked
No
good.
You're
thanks.
not gonna bow me in the face and bust me open.
I feel like Roman might have been a sneaky blade.
I don't think so.
They
He
showed
does
a
have a
slow-mo.
glove.
They showed a slow mo of him like connecting, and then as soon as he does, you just see red.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Jesus.
Okay.
Brock has been training his whole life to do that. It just takes one good elbow and you'll bust somebody wide open.
That's
Yep.
true.
So
I
crazy.
I forget that Brock Lesnar it as much as we may shit on him, but he is a.
I would never shit on Brock
He is a
Lesnar.
monster.
I mean,
He's
I would
legit
never
a
talk
monster.
shit about him or anything
No,
related to him.
Brock, if you're listening, you're
We hate Roman.
Yeah, boo,
Yeah.
boo, Roman.
Anybody who I think could like rip a horse in half.
The
It's-
visual.
That's a
isn't it
metric I use.
scary how easy it is to picture that?
Yeah, that's a metric I use.
Just ripping a horse in half. I can see
Yeah,
it.
that makes
Like
sense.
Yeah, Brock has like a 2.8 horses he could rip in half.
Jeez.
Well,
Bored.
that was Mania. I mean,
It was a roller coaster ride.
it was.
For sure.
Was anybody else just left sitting there feeling like they just went on a weird date? They weren't
Yeah.
sure what went.
It went well
Yeah.
at the beginning, and then like he ran out of stuff to talk about, and it got weird.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I
it
didn't know
went-
how to
it-
comprehend what I just saw.
It went well in the beginning, and then you guys got stuck in an elevator.
Yeah, you farted or something, and it just got.
I was gonna say she farted, but whatever.
Yeah, either way,
Somebody farted.
we're equal opportunity.
You
Artists.
guys date different women.
Someone
Yeah.
farted.
But yeah, then we get into Raw, which is pretty satisfying.
Yeah, I think that show was pretty good. I mean, like, you know, we can kind of push this to the end of one of the returns on Raw. But it was good seeing Ember Moon come in. It was good seeing AOP come in. I think they did that well.
Ember Moon, I feel like I am still a little shook about Sean not loving that match. I
I think
Love
I
the
was
hell
just
of
so blown away by the ladder match that I just, I didn't really care for whatever.
I
was
mean,
next.
it really was. It was kind of paired as a cool down match.
yeah.
God, that's terrible. I thought it was
No.
great. She's shown to be one of those very physical, very believable wrestlers. Like it's not
yeah.
it's not like you're sort of playing along. Like when I watch Carmella, I'm kind of playing along.
Right.
And when I watch Ember, at least her and Shayna Baszler, I'm so scared of that last name now. Baszler.
Baszler.
Damn it! Shit.
Sorry.
I said it right earlier.
3, 2, 1, edit.
Clap.
Baszler.
Baszler.
Get
Yeah.
a completely different voice for it.
Yeah,
But
but and then in between that they had fucking No Way Jose come up, who I didn't even remember was on NXT anymore.
And I knew they were gonna bring him up. I knew he was like rumored to be one of the next ones, but and I told this you guys too. I feel like this is Adam Rose part 2. Like
Yeah.
just the way that they had all
The
the guys come
dancing.
out and the party and it was in the squash match. It was just like Adam Rose.
I think
Yeah,
No
I
Way
agree.
Jose is fun.
And
Mm,
also Bobby Lashley came out to pretty much nobody giving a shit.
Oh, neat.
hey, they cheered.
Yeah. That's the Mania crowd. They would have been, they were chanting Axelmania for Christ's sake. He didn't
Oh,
get to
jeez.
pop.
He is a creator wrestler if I've ever seen one.
Oh yeah, I think they'll do
Oh,
good stuff
for
with it.
sure.
He's got that smooth skin and like large
No
facial
eyebrows.
features. Yeah, just like a perfectly round head. Just
Oh,
maxed
yeah.
out muscles.
He
Like
looks
that,
like
that's
the default creative character.
yeah, that's the creative character when you rented the game and you don't want to
Yep.
waste a lot of time.
Are you talking Bobby?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Bobby Lashley.
And you put weird eyebrows on him.
Yeah, or no eyebrows.
Yeah, no eyebrows. I think he
Forget
like
the
penciled
select-
him in. That I think that fucking creeped me out the most.
Yeah.
But Skylar, I feel like somebody else might have come back on Raw. My notes are kind of smeared here, and the page is kind of.
Yeah, it was Paige.
Whoops. Sorry, my
I
phone
thought
went
that was
off.
going to be his music.
I just,
Yeah, I was like, is that is he here?
I tried, but there was an ad before it, so I was like,
Ah.
whoops.
Oh man, so close.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't have any words right now. I'm just so happy that Samoa fucking Joe came out and tore Roman Reigns apart with a microphone.
Full body.
He got
Minutes-long
such
orgasm.
a great crowd reaction too. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
the way they were chanting Joe to his music. I love
Dude,
the way they were popping
so
for everything he was
badass.
saying.
Dude, what a
That
promo,
promo was
man.
great.
Just the way he walks, I'm like, yes.
Dude, he's
yes.
such a beast.
He is so natural on the mic too.
He is like, I don't know. His promo was amazing. And you know, they say like he doesn't really get they don't really like give him writing notes or anything. They just kind of
Oh,
let him
that's
go out there
great.
and say whatever he wants. Not whatever he wants, obviously, within a limit, but
Well, that's why it sounds like it's coming from
Exactly.
because it is.
He's so great. Yeah, he reminds me of The Rock. Just how easily he is with everything.
but he's got such
Why
good
was he
heel
so sweaty,
promos.
though? He was just out there talking. He was sweating like he just had a
He's a
match.
big man.
He's got his towel. He's got his towel. He should have been dabbing. That shit away.
I was a little sad he came out. Whenever a guy comes out in his ring gear, I'm always like, okay, well, they're gonna have a match. All right.
Yeah, let's do
That's
this.
what I thought.
Yeah, he tore Roman apart with a microphone though. He didn't even
For
have
sure.
to choke him out.
Yep. I thought it was great to see him come back. I'm happy to see him. He's going to be in a ladder match at that Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah, he's not even gonna be in the Rumble. Good man, I'm gonna have to call in. I'm sick that day.
I'm gonna wait and watch it in the afternoon.
I think I'm gonna be sick. I want the whole day ahead of me. I've never been able
Me
to
too. I
watch
wanna
live
watch it live.
wrestling in
It's
the
gonna
morning
take the whole
on a
day.
weekday.
Right?
Cool.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock here, so I'm gonna wake up, have some cereal, smoke a bowl.
Exactly.
And then,
I am sick that day.
yeah.
Is it like 2 weeks away?
It's
It's like
2
the end of
weeks.
March or the end of April, rather.
Yeah. It's like the 27th.
27th.
Yeah,
I'm sure we'll see enough commercials.
Yeah, no doubt. They're gonna be
on the
pushing-
WWE Network, $9.99 a
What
month.
was there any good matches on Raw though? Like this, was there any?
Oh Jesus, yeah, Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt.
Oh, that was
and-
good. Yeah.
And Jeff
Yeah.
Hardy came back.
That was a really good moment when
That was
Jeff
fun.
and Matt saw each other at the end.
Yes.
Yeah, that was great.
And then after they were talking, and then Jeff turns back to Matt or Jeff turns back to Seth and Finn, and they're like, "Yeah, what the hell was that?"
Oh.
And you didn't know they're standing there. That was some great staging there. Like it was just kind of like a two shot with I think Bray was in the shot with Matt and Jeff, and then the camera pulls back and Seth and Finn are still standing there. It's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck did we just see?
Yeah,
What were you guys even saying? It's broken condition.
yeah. He's like, "Brother Nero."
Yeah, I'm totally in on Matt and Bray. Like I think it's the smartest pairing that they've done. They're gonna win the tag team champion.
I think it'd be fun to see him win the tag belts. Yeah,
Yeah, he's a
it's
tag
good to see. It's fine. It's good to see Bray in a vehicle or a program that I feel like he can do something with.
True.
finally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt. Because I like him, but he just, he's stale at this point.
Yeah.
Mhm.
My only gripe with Raw and SmackDown was the fact that they made Corey Graves call out that specific line. Well, this crowd's crazy. They cheer who they usually boo, and they boo who they usually cheer. It's an
That's a
international
Cole
crowd.
line.
Like, no, that was Corey.
I
No, I know, but
that's
I mean,
something
Cole
that-
needs to say that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I felt so bad that they made him say it. You could see a little piece of him die both times that he had to say it.
No, that's so. You're gonna say it, God damn it!
Yeah.
he's on the mic. Say it, Corey. I know they love you. Say it.
Yeah, that was a little heartbreaking. I mean, just because it was the same exact line on Raw and SmackDown, like verbatim. Like at least switch it up a little bit, guys.
I think
Yeah,
Corey
it's
Graves
pretty
was on-
obvious when they're getting fed direct lines.
Yeah.
I think Corey Graves was on more matches on WrestleMania than anybody. Like he was
Oh, yeah.
hopping tables.
Yeah.
Like, I love that they know they've got gold.
Yeah. And I'm glad that they're sticking with him.
Show. But yeah, was that all that was on Raw that was worth?
I think so.
The 6-man tag was good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
decent.
Yeah. I feel like they kind of handcuffed themselves with the superstar shakeup. Like they couldn't really start anything. You gotta wait until next
Yeah.
week to see who's coming. So
Yeah, SmackDown was the same way. It's kind of like hurry up and
Yep.
wait.
yep, exactly.
But it was cool to see that like Paige retired on Raw, and then they
Came
brought
right-
her in as the GM on SmackDown.
Yeah. I thought for sure it was going to be someone else.
I thought it was gonna be
Uh,
Hogan.
Oh no
Ugh.
way. That would be a terrible
I was like, oh no, I was expecting to
I
hear
would
that.
have cried and vomited at the same time.
Happy to be wrong.
Right.
And then
But,
she
you
did like the best thing ever immediately.
Yeah. First thing, AJ, Daniel Bryan. Thank you.
Man,
I'm
what
still
a-
like, I did not think he'd be wrestling on like SmackDown or anything, you know? I kind of thought
Yeah.
he'd be like, Daniel Bryan's going to wrestle at this pay per view.
Right, like a
Like a
Kurt
special
Angle or a
attraction.
Brock kind of thing. Yeah.
I'm glad that it's not being that way though.
He's full
True.
roster.
Yeah, and I'm sure he wanted that 100%.
Yep.
Yeah,
Let's
that
see.
was good. It was good to see that. Who came? Oh, yeah. Well, Billy Kay and Peyton Royce came up.
Yeah, that was nice to see. I mean, I really don't think they've done much in NXT, but I'm so
Yeah,
glad that they're.
I know
well,
of them, but
they're
I've
on
never seen them do anything.
They were
Yeah.
around for a while. They've been out for a while because they were both getting boob jobs.
Ah,
Really?
Yeah,
That seems like I've always wondered that. How do
Dual
they take
boob
those
jobs.
bumps? Like, how do they? That's got to be
gotta be
those
dangerous.
bumps.
pressure specific, right? You can't
Yeah.
go taking huge.
They don't like you
flat
talking
belly
about their bumps.
Like that seems like a painful risk to take.
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't those things rupture?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, don't
I
take.
don't know, but yeah, Sean, you live in Vegas. Tell us all about big boobs.
we find them on the street all the time. Oh, there's another one. You know,
They
it's-
just pop out. Like a flat
Call
tire.
the old Vegas whitefish.
yeah, it's everywhere. Yeah.
So then, yeah, they came out and beat the shit out of Charlotte.
Dude, I was wanting them to stop beating her. It was so bad. I was like, just
Yeah,
leave
they
her
were-
alone.
And but then out of nowhere, damn, here comes Carmella.
I didn't think
was.
they were gonna do it either.
I
crowd
forgot.
was
all
hyping
about-
I
it.
really didn't think so.
She was
Yeah.
getting her ass beat so bad. I forgot all about Carmella.
Yeah.
What an awful referee, man. Was that Kyoto?
Yeah,
Oh
it
my
was.
god. I
Yeah.
was losing my goddamn mind.
He's like,
I
"What is
get-
this? Why
I
are you
get that
handing
you're
me a
doing that.
briefcase?"
Yeah, you're getting that. I get that you're doing that for effect, and oh, well, are we gonna do it? Are we gonna?
Yeah,
But there's a
once or
line
twice.
like she started. I usually hate Carmella's scream.
Her
like that
scream was
shrill,
hilarious.
but that was a perfect use of it. It was like,
Yeah.
Dude, the ref was annoying me. Like, why? This is the one time you're gonna be like, what?
What?
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Yeah. What is this thing you're trying to give me?
I'm sure I've cashed in like 15 fucking cases before, but like,
Yeah. Yeah,
And I
she's
love
like,
that the
"You
crowd
watch
was
this
behind it."
show?
you're like, that guy is like the senior referee now.
I mean, didn't
Yeah.
she
She's
bring?
gone.
Didn't
Like,
she
what
bring
the
him?
fuck?
Didn't she bring him with her, or did?
No, remember she was running and she just grabbed one of them as she
Oh,
was
Yeah,
that's
she
running.
just
okay.
grabbed him.
Yeah. Okay.
I think they had come down to the ring to try and stop it, try to make sense of this whole ordeal.
Make sure Charlotte was okay.
Yeah, got to check on the
Well,
queen.
that's a cool moment for Carmella, but I
She'll drop it this week.
exactly.
I
Stop it. Yeah.
don't know. You
But,
know,
I mean-
superstar shakeup.
Well,
True.
my big problem with that is if it's not Charlotte getting it back, why did you break Asuka's streak only to have
Yes.
Charlotte drop the title right after? Like I figured that would be a strong run for Charlotte. She would be a monster for a while, and
Right.
that would at least kind of legitimize Asuka and the fact that the streak is over, but it was from the queen clearly.
I gotta think now it's because they're gonna bring her back to Raw.
Oh really?
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
And so that way she can be on the same program with Ronda, and then you get your Charlotte and Ronda.
But it's like I don't know. It'd be like, I don't know. It's just weird because she was on Raw, then they moved her, and now they're moving her back. Like,
Yeah.
It's the superstar.
I guess she's the
shakeup,
queen.
baby.
I heard another, if we want to get in the superstar shakeup,
I do
Um,
want to make some predictions if we want to.
Oh no!
I think it was posted on the group, and I am so down for it. I heard they want to bring Big E solo and just leave Xavier and Kofi by themselves. And I
Yeah,
am so down for solo Big E.
I've heard that too, and I totally agree. I think
Yeah.
he's had his run with them, and he's a badass, and he can do it by himself.
Yeah.
New Day's just not going to be the same though. Why
It's-
can't they
but
like?
they-
Why can't he be like a main eventer and they're just like they're like a faction. He doesn't have to
I
tag with them anymore. Just
He'd
I
be
don't know.
just a part of it. And I feel like
Yeah.
they've gotten so stale. Like they
True, I don't know. Yeah, that's true.
Cakes and bootios and funky outfits. And don't get
I
me
want
wrong,
them
I
to
love
turn
them to
heel,
death.
but that's my thing for everyone.
I think Kofi and Xavier will. I think once he's gone, I think
Oh, they could churn on him. Yeah, that's
Right.
yeah.
Like Big E's the only one's
We're
like,
tired of
"Nah,
you
we're
being
not gonna go-
massive.
We're not gonna go punch him in the balls, guys. Let's just go
Right.
play some video games.
Yeah, that's the new
So
SmackDown
true.
go-to
So
move.
true. He's
Yeah,
just
I
not going to
can
be
see
on
that.
up, up, down, down anymore. That's it, guys. guys.
I mean, the thing with, and I feel like that kind of explains why they may rush storylines a lot. Like you can't bet on someone being healthy 3 months from now.
Right.
Like, you know, we would have had, like, let's look 6 months ago. Maybe that's far enough back. You know, we had Dean Ambrose, we had Samoa Joe, we had Jason
Cass.
Jordan. For the love of God, Jason Jordan was going to be a WrestleMania match. Was
Big
that
Cass.
Seth Rollins, Jason Jordan?
Yeah.
I don't even remember. I forgot Jason Jordan was even.
Do you
a thing,
remember him?
honestly.
What?
And it's just you never know. So they may want to pull the trigger on something like a Big E singles run sooner
Speaking
than
of
later.
Seth
He's a big
Rollins,
guy.
I think Seth Rollins will go to SmackDown with the IC.
Yep.
I also feel that way.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I think Daniel Bryan's going to go to Raw.
No,
I think he will too.
he
Right.
has to stay on the down.
Yeah, if he doesn't stay, like Skylar was saying, if he goes to Raw, you know, the world title is kind of spoken for over there.
He needs to feud. He needs to get the title on and get a real reign going. Come on.
I don't want him to get the title right away. I
Not
want it
right
to be-
away, but
Yeah,
because
who
they
cares?
got to finish up Shinsuke and AJ. That's going to be going on for another month or two.
True.
And then maybe after that, or if Seth goes to SmackDown, they could have that feud. I wouldn't mind seeing AJ and Seth, and then Daniel Bryan.
Oh yeah. I'm down for that.
But it's like SmackDown's our only chance to see other champions.
But what about Rusev?
Oh.
What will come of
What
Rusev?
about Rusev?
Rusev, yeah, that's true. I'm sorry, I love Daniel Bryan more than Rusev. I'll say it.
I mean, that's fine.
I would agree.
Guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand.
That's our boy. A team from, yeah. I mean, when I came into Daniel Bryan's when Team Hell No was going on, I didn't see the NXT or the next shit or anything.
That was some great stuff. Where I mean, when he came back after being fired, and yeah, that was some good stuff. And his stuff with AJ too. He was with AJ for a little while.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Team Hell No is what I always knew of him before he even came to WWE from
True.
those wrestling magazines and shit.
What about some more? Like we're focusing on like the meat and potatoes here. What do we think about our side dishes, our mid carders? know.
I think Andrade will be called up. I hope
Yes.
SmackDown, but I think that's why if you've been following the tapings, I don't think they've used him that much. So I think he's going to come over to SmackDown. I think he could be, and take this with a grain of salt. I think he could be the next like Eddie Guerrero of SmackDown.
Woo!
Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
I think Gargano's coming up. Daniel Bryan mentioned him by name at
did.
NXT. He wants him.
Yeah,
But that was before he was a wrestler. He ain't general manager anymore.
Yeah,
Gonna
That's
have to
right. He can't make decisions.
Paige. I'm looking forward to a lot of sort of weird promos and videos from Paige.
Yeah,
After that,
a lot
after that
of
one
long-
ad we've all seen about her movie.
a lot of long
my
pauses
goodness.
before she starts talking.
Hi
Ugh.
guys. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I hope she keeps the red lipstick because it works. For some reason, it kind of enhances the weird. I don't know. She's a
it does. Yeah.
You think any tag teams are going to be switching shows, guys? I think the Usos will go to Raw. They've kind of conquered SmackDown for like 2 years now.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think they need to
I'm
get them
tired
away
of
from the
Usos.
Usos or from the New Day rather.
And I put them on Raw on my video game, and I really want to see it now.
I'd like the bar on SmackDown.
See, I was thinking the same thing. And then they
Yeah,
could break
switch
them up,
that
and Cesaro can move on to something.
Yeah, Cesaro
Well,
and AJ. Hello.
Well, yeah, I would kind of like to see more Usos in the bar. Like,
Yeah,
I'd
that
like for
would
them
be
to
good,
end up in the
actually.
same
I'm good with
place.
that.
Yes.
And just more Bludgeon Brothers having fun.
Yep.
Bludgeon.
Everywhere.
And more Rusev, damn it.
Yeah, please.
Way more Rusev.
Can't do this.
Damn, we went through all this faster than I thought, honestly.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to be here for like 3 hours.
I know, right?
21 minutes.
I guess we forgot how shitty some of those matches were.
Well, yeah, we were just like, Raw happened.
Yep.
Bobby Lashley came.
Raw was a thing.
Yep. Yeah, they hit the high notes.
Wait, you got to mention the one thing that happened on NXT, though.
Yes.
No,
the,
I didn't watch it.
Yes. War Machine came up as
Well,
Yes.
that's not. Okay, you're going to say the name.
they came up as the War Raiders, which is hard to even say.
It's so
Yeah,
weird sounding.
Warriors.
Warrior.
Raiders.
I feel like they could have. I don't know. They could have made it like war something, or something war. I don't know. It just
Yeah.
War Raider sounds so weird.
Yeah, I agree. It
But
sounds
I am
weird.
I am here for them.
Yeah, hell yeah,
Yes,
they're
fucking
awesome.
love
exactly.
them.
Yeah.
So fuck
Exactly.
yeah.
They're like Road Warriors. Like they have all like the tag team moves and stuff. Like I really like they instead of just two people wrestling together, they actually work like a tag team.
Yeah,
Right.
like the revival, but just huge.
Yeah, yeah, like the revival, but like actually able to get over because they're big.
Yeah.
The revival was getting over at one point.
Yeah,
They
well, and
were.
then they turned the revival and Gallows and Anderson into like local mid carders.
Yeah, fucking terrible. That really just breaks my heart
I
that
hope
they have
the
two
revival goes to
great
SmackDown.
tag teams and they
Yeah,
Yeah,
I want to
I'm
see
okay
the
with that.
revival. Yeah, they're awesome. I want to see something happen with them.
Give them a fresh start on SmackDown.
yeah.
Well,
Whew.
I think that about wraps it up, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hour and a half full of 15 hours worth of
Yeah,
viewing.
Jesus.
all the news that's fit to print.
That
Yeah, right?
familiar eye burn all week. It feels like my eyes have been burning.
Yeah,
Dang it, guys! We did forget something. We forgot to mention what was going on with the United States title.
Ugh.
I'm sorry.
You know, there's stabbing and then there's twisting the knife.
yeah, yeah.
I know. I'm sorry.
Open
I'm so
wound.
angry about it.
But hey, guys, we at least have a Randy Orton Jinder Mahal match to look forward to.
How dare you, sir?
Jesus, what a vanilla wafer of a fucking match I've ever heard. Just a
I don't
bland,
understand it.
acceptable taste.
Yeah.
Really though, Rusev really should have gone over there. Like, not even just because we love him, but like, come on.
I just
Yeah.
wanted to see him standing on the
He
ramp
will-
with his
Randy
arms raised
Orton
with
is
a damn
feuding
belt.
with everyone 12 times already.
He will have his time. I think he will have his time.
God, that's what I do when he comes out now. I'm just gonna.
I miss the days when he was like soccer ball kicking people in the face and spitting on McFoley.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that, the Evolution days. Like when he was at least a fun heel, not some just like bored veteran.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Give me that paycheck. Give me that Grand Slam thing and that paycheck.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that wraps it, boy. Wraps it up.
I think that's another one in the bank.
Boom.
Put a bow on it.
Yep. Well done, boys.
And now we just
Right.
got the build up to the greatest Royal Rumble.
Yeah, it's and Superstar Shake Up. We'll shake some things up next time. See
We'll
what
have a
that'll
lot
be,
lands and-
next
Again,
week we'll
yeah.
have the shake up at least.
A lot to talk about again next
piss
week
and
for
moan
sure.
about.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're gonna hurt me. I know
Yeah.
they're gonna hurt me.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
our
You'll
hearts will
laugh.
be
You'll
broken
cry.
as usual.
Yep.
Jeez.
Yep.
So, yeah. It was.
We'll be here for all of it,
Yep.
folks.
We will let you know all of our inane
Unsolicited
side comments.
All right. Well, until next time.
Yep. Good talking to you guys.
Cool.
Take
Thanks,
it easy,
fellas.
boys.
You
Yep.
too.
Bros.
Later on.
Bye.